As he boarded the shuttle bus, he took out his mobile phone to send a message to Jen, his girlfriend back in London, who was going to join him at the end of the week. "I'm here, and it's the best feeling ever. You'd better hurry up and get here, or I'll find someone else to enjoy the sunshine with." He laughed light-heartedly, but then hesitated after reading the message for a second time. Oh damn, she was so bloody moody lately. He'd better change that bit. He looked down at his phone, wondering what to put next. Oh, to hell with it. He deleted the whole message and decided to text her later. Hanging onto the rail as the bus swerved around the bends in the runway, he wondered if Adam would give him another job that year. Yeah, he probably would. He wasn't half bad for an executive business owner type. He could see if he could tear Adam away from Faye for a bit to watch the football that night in the wheelhouse. He could even make it into a guy's night out. Yeah, he could do with a good night out. Well, even if Adam couldn't make it, Sal was always up for a fun night on the town. Bloody hell, she'd better still be there. He should have kept in touch with her, really. It's just that... Nick gave some thought as to why he hadn't contacted Sal over the winter that he'd spent in London. If he was honest with himself, Sal had begun to linger in his thoughts a little too much for his liking at the end of last season that he was on the island. He had decided to put some distance between them, uncertain at the time if he would return to Crete at all. He had missed his life there, however. The people he had met, his friends, and also, he had to admit it, Sal. Flashing his passport at the customs officer, he retrieved his luggage after a long, frustrating wait and entered the busy airport building. Right, first he needed to see if he could get a transfer bus back to Agnig. He really needed to sort out a motorbike rental as soon as he could too. He couldn't wait to hit the open roads on a bike again. Hell, he needed to get some money together first though. Perhaps he'd see if he could get some transfer work while he was at the desk. The sooner he got work, the sooner he could get himself that bike. He made his way outside to the transfer desks and scanned the line of booths for number 8, where he was hoping to see Adam. Unfortunately though, there was no sign of Adam, but desk number 8 was surprisingly busy and crowded reps. Adam must be doing well that year. He'd taken on enough staff anyway. At the desk, Nick asked one of the girls if she knew where the boss was. The girl looked at him with a horrified expression and stuttered and stammered before nervously admitting that it was her first day at work and pointing him in the direction of another rep. Hell, you'd have thought he had 2 heads or something the way she jumped and looked at him. Maybe he was losing his touch with women. He seemed to be scaring them off. He tapped another rep on the shoulder and asked once more for the boss. The girl looked him up and down with interest and smiled. Ah, that was better. He must still have what it takes. She's in the handler's office upstairs inside, the girl informed him. He turned and dragged his suitcase back into the terminal building, hauling it up a set of stairs just beside the electric sliding doors. Adam must have employed a new supervisor and a woman too. He could have waited to give Nick the job. Leaving his suitcase outside the office door, he peered into the room. His eyes widened at what he saw. A woman with her back to him, bending over the desk and jotting down something on a piece of paper. The tight skirt she was wearing clung invitingly to her figure and revealed a shapely pair of legs underneath it. He may forgive Adam after all for employing her, the sexy lady. His jaw dropped in shock, however, when the woman stood up and turned slightly